guys, with another run through of Sephiroth taking on the lands between here and Elden Ring. Before I get really started, I just wanna say that to anyone who hasn't subscribed, if you wanna leave a quick subscription, it really helps out the channel that I'm trying to grow. It helps out with well, honestly, it helps out with the motivation. just just being honest there. But just as a quick thing too, I do plan that I'm probably going to start a stream of Alien Isolation, probably in the next day or two, to just kind of take a bit of a break from Elden Ring and just kind of diversify what I actually go about streaming. Because Elden Ring's great, but like there's other games surprisingly. So. But yeah, with that out of the way, let's go and fight our way to Stormveil Castle and should probably take it down, really. Why am I not using Torrent? The main reason is there's actually a reason behind it. I said in a previous stream, but I'm pretty sure I was having audio issues. So it may not have translated exactly, but I'm so used to take games like Fallout and what have you, where I'm just gonna grab the side of grace with this. In games like Fallout, where if you fast travel all the time, or even like The Witcher, where if you use Roach to ride along the countryside, you miss small things. And maybe the small things don't really matter, but I don't know. I enjoy taking my time and actually just running through, literally running. And it's not like Torrent's a bad horse. Torrent's a great horse. Not as good as Radahn's horse. I mean, that thing survives like an impact from coming from orbit. That is truly a horse for the people, right there. And here Torrent's like, hey, I don't care if you double jump. That jump that you just took, it's like a foot too high. We're totally gonna die. And Radahn's horse is like, yes sir. What's that? Coming in from orbit? Pfft, not a problem. That's the horse we all need. And once again, Torrent. Okay, let's go. I didn't exactly put myself at the side of grace inside Stormveil, because let's fight our way there. There's nothing wrong with some more runes. Yeah, I didn't think that one was going to go well. Nice. Haha. Now, I don't think I've raided these chests. Just up there, rather. No, I haven't. Excellent. This is a shield? Shield. Okay, back on Torrent. Wolfrain. I'm trying to think what exactly is extremely useful inside Stormveil besides Nephi. I mean, Nephi's important, really. Nephi Lu with her Arsenal Charm afterwards. Yeah, I mean, there's not a ton, but obviously, like, getting through it is helpful. Getting through it, we can get to the Great Rune, which I'm still kind of honestly on the fence about even using. Another one of those things I kind of explained is if you use the Great Runes, you kind of get, for lack of a better term, addicted to them. Like, you start building, like, especially like Godric's Rune, where that gives you 5 to every stat point. Like, fantastic, obviously. The problem is you die a bunch, you keep using Rune Arcs, you die a bunch, you keep using Rune Arcs, all of a sudden you're out of Rune Arcs. Your build doesn't work anymore because you're missing those points. Yeah. And then you're like, well, what do I do now? I guess I'm gonna have to substitute something that's not as good, or I'm gonna have to use less defensive armor, etc., etc., etc. It's just, yeah, I don't know. And yeah, obviously, you know, it's not the end of the world if you don't have readily available Rune Arcs. You can go get more, you can go invade if that is your thing, or you can go and help other people with other content. It's fine, it's just, it's not something that you can necessarily just go somewhere and be like, oh yes, there we go, a Rune Arc, because there is a finite amount of them in the world.
Oh, only it turns out perhaps you...
No, nothing for us. I'll pick up. Nah. Not right here. Really just getting some extra runes. How many do I actually need to level up? Okay, it's not bad. Did I get these up here yesterday? Yeah, I did. Okay. Just gonna avoid the Murder Hawk. That jump always almost gets me. Oh, I was really hopeful that was actually just gonna pull him off the edge. Whoa. Like I almost went. But yeah, by all means, I am open to suggestions for other games and stuff too. Like I said, I'm definitely going to start with Alien Isolation in the next day or two, probably. One of my more favorite horror games. It's been quite some time since I've actually played it. Beyond that, Persona 5R is also on my next to stream list, so to speak. Because, in all honesty, I don't need an excuse to go back to Persona 5. To me, it is one of the pinnacles of, like, perfect gaming. I'll the 150 plus hours of it in one playthrough, you know. And this is R, so it's actually more like 180 hours of story content. So that's, you know, that's cool. It's a wee bit of a bit much, but it's genuinely worth it. Anytime I try explaining the story to people, they're just like, yeah, I don't get it. I'm like, you just have to play it. That never works. Oh, so close. Because of the decisively different reach of this weapon, I almost always overestimate its actual, like, attack range. It's like, it's a spear, but you swing it like a katana. It's like, those things don't mix. So I've mentioned this to one of my coworkers. Time for sort of shameless promotion. Not really. There's a mobile game called Arknights. Fantastic game. A lot of my characters actually that I build are based around characters from that game. In fact, my actual main character that I don't stream with for Elden Ring is actually completely based on one of those characters, and it is a heck of a lot of fun. Anyway, reason why I don't stream my main character is because I don't want to do heavy farming on stream. Because, you know, there's not much fun to be had, in my opinion, as to watching me farm several thousand albinarix, and I can never get that right. Me farming several thousand of those, you know, repeatedly. It doesn't seem like it's entertainment. I could be wrong, of course, but, like, I don't think I'm wrong in this case. Take that, bird. This bird can't really be murdered from a distance. Nice. I will take that. Let's go talk to Sorcier, or Sorcier. Sorcerer Rajier. I think I've already talked to him, actually. But,
the pleasure's mine. I'm looking for a little something. Well, I'm not hot-footing it from the troops, that is. But enough about
turns out I haven't talked to him.
Not exactly a place I'd... I see. You can see it then. Well, enjoy it. I'm tarnished, but unlike you, I've seen neither hide nor hair of this still. I'm privy to a few magic... Would you care to learn one? As a fellow tarnished.
I don't really require... Spinning weapon is fantastic. Carrying greatsword would be good, but it doesn't really necessarily mix with Sephiroth's gravity magic. Great spell, though. And the final version of that is Carrying Grandeur, which is actually pretty busted as an Ash of War, so there's always that. I wonder if I can pull you off. We're gonna try. Oh, that was premature. The answer is no. Mistakes have been made. Ugh. Banished Knights are not for the win. Not when you're just starting. If it wasn't for Torch Pull Guy, this wouldn't be so bad, but Torch Pull Guy is just a jerk. How much stamina do these guys have? Yeah, I'm kind of running cowardly right now, but like, I strongly dislike these guys. It's really not so bad when you actually have, like, decent gear. And it's not like the Nagakiba's not decent. It's actually pretty fantastic of a weapon. It's just, I'm not exactly at the point where it's like, time to murder everything in one swing. Oh, God. See you scuttling at me. Is the only way I can explain that thing's movements is a scuttle. Okay, you know, we're gonna go back to playing with the Redmans, which I feel kind of bad about. Just because it's kind of, well, for lack of a better term, I consider it kind of busted. I consider a lot of things busted. Like, why, like, Rivers of Blood is still, you know, the way it is. But, oh. Can I, ow, 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 ow. Dear sir, madame, thing. Ow. Oy. Come on. Yeah. That's the problem of listening to Reddit. So, I asked Reddit, hey, we're doing a Sephiroth run and a Sephiroth build. What should we use? And one of the top suggestions was be shirtless and hot. Shirtless and hot does not mean a lot of armor. Actually, it literally means negative 9% damage negation right now. Which, you know, not great. But that's okay. That's why we're a bit on the defensive right now until we, start, you know, really going. Right now, actually, a lot of that is because of Radagon's Sword Seal that we're using. Right now, with each level, I'm basically just trying to make up the deficit that the Sword Seal puts on me, so I can just take it off. See, there isn't really one. there's a couple chess pieces that somewhat emulate Sephiroth's look. One of them is the blue-silver coat, which is in the end of the game. Beyond that, I've been told that the Confessor armor being altered, and I mean, I've actually seen it for myself, I guess, but the altered Confessor armor is actually not half bad either. But shirtless and hot is also an option. Every time I say that, it's just ridiculous. Do we have any runes we can pop? This might work. Does that get us a level? Very close. Alright, so we've almost made up the dexterity deficit for wielding the Nagakiba. So that's pretty awesome. Very close. So yeah, so ultimately, to simulate Sephiroth's dark materia, we're using gravity magic. And I don't really want to go, no, just let me go back down there. Okay. Yeah, so we're using gravity magic to simulate the dark materia. And I mean, as we come across all other forms of magic, we will pick them up as well. Alright, let's go fight this banished knight. Oh. Whoa! Hi! Charge me. Charge me. Well, that's fine too. Can you please die faster? Okay. Hi. So that's why Flame of the Red Mains is kind of cheesy. Basically, for most things, bosses included, 2 hits of it will stagger and leave room for a critical. So it's kind of cheesy. It's, don't get me wrong, it's exceedingly powerful, and it's well within the confines of the game, obviously. It's just, kind of cheesy. That being said, it is a incredibly useful tool for level 1 runs, which, I mean, I'm going to do at some point. I know what I need to do. I know the path I need to take. I know the items I need to grab. It's just a matter of running it through first to make sure it's something that I can actually do. It'll be my first actual level 1 run in a Soulsborne game, so and I mean, I feel like I can give myself that title of a Soulsborne vet. But for the most part, Elden Ring is the first one that I've actually gone above and beyond when it comes to gutting it, so to speak. Okay, this might get bad. Now, I've made this mistake before. Using Flame of the Red Mains does imbue my sword with fire, and there are explosive barrels littered everywhere. Just kind of take a quick dip down here. Okay. You know what? Good enough. I was kind of hoping that was going to get that guy too. What are you doing over there? Oh. I scared myself. The first swing went through, and I had already started the second swing. I left on my left, and there's 3 explosive barrels. I'm like, oh no. Ow. Darn torch pulls, man. Bane of my existence. It's like one day someone came up and was like, hey, I need a torch. And it was, you know, he was told, hey, well, we don't have any torches. But we do have a spear that I can cut the tip of the spear off. And, you know, wrap it in rags and soak it in oil for you. Everybody was like, wow, that's a great idea. And then it just caught on, and that's it. I don't know, I'm rambling. But regardless, like, to heck with torch pulls. They exist to annoy me. Okay, let's go up this one. There will be a dude up here who's going to try to kill us. Cool. Let's go over here and get to this painting. Am I gonna aggro you? Cool. So the paintings are actually a pretty interesting part of the game that's actually not explained in any capacity. Basically, what ends up happening with the paintings is every time you find a painting, it correlates to a reward somewhere in the game world. For example, that one actually gives you the fire incantation, Fire's Deadly Sin, which is close to the Godskin Apostle that you fight in the Windmill Village. Every time I fight rats, I expect to die. Darn. Okay, that's fine. I had a feeling. That's fine, we can come back. That is the Godskin Prayer Book. Sorry about that. Yeah, okay, so what's beyond there is the Godskin Prayer Book. Oh, hello. What's beyond is the Godskin Prayer Book and the Godskin Seal for casting Black Flame incantations. Which I thought about for this build. But I feel that an int build and you being able to use gravity magic is just better in this case. Don't get me wrong, Dex Faith is a fantastic build, but Okay. So over here, I'm pretty sure this is the path that leads me to the ulcerated tree spirit. Actually, I can't really say if it's ulcerated or not. It leads me to the tree spirit. I think. Yeah. Also just leads me to Godric. Just a really weird shortcut that I feel just shouldn't be here. I don't know. But Nephew Lou is on the other side of this wall. So let's get rid of the wall. Okay, that missed. Oh, you. Nope. Jerk faces. You're not gonna stop me this time. I should move. Okay. Solid. Yeah, we're just gonna run. Good thing we grabbed that side of grace, though. Bye. Oh, it's totally gonna shout at me, though.
Be proud. You're a fine warrior. Instead was your choice of master. Let the winds lift you to a higher place.
Hi, Neffy. We're just gonna
Tarnished. I am the fellow
very,
who had decreed how utter
very
this
quickly.
grafting is tainted them. If I ask you, call the winds run from certain far.
Okay. Just keep backing away. Ah, crud. Where is the other one? The heck with you, I say. Cool. No, not off. Darn. Not yet. Because we go fight the trees. If we go fight the tree spirit, we'll have another golden seed. That was dumb. So let's try that again. going to preload a run. There we go. Preload sounds dumb. But basically, if you hit start and you press and hold, I mean on PlayStation obviously, if you press and hold circle to get out of the menu and you continue to hold circle, it actually buffers a jump, like a sprint automatically, instead of there being that brief wind up to a sprint. Very useful to climb a very annoying sheer walk wall to get a Serpent Hunter Great Spear on a level 1 run. Not that I've actually achieved that. Nah, the wall beat me. But, you know. Okay. Ooh. It's a shame we don't use shields. Okay, Sorcerer Rajier. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, he can help you with this fight. I've only gotten him to help once, and I haven't been able to replicate it, but I'm pretty sure he can actually give you a hand. We'll see. Look at all the bloodstains. We're just gonna carefully... There we go. I can tell you right now exactly how this goes. No disrespect to said players. I mean, I've done it too. It's just one of those things. You slowly learn. Sweet. Link made. I should actually take that off. 9,505. I don't think that's really worth too much. No, if that'll make a difference. That's fine. Just gonna very slowly and very carefully. Can you actually get over here? No, you can't, can you? So... Oh! No, you can't. Okay. So, I've mentioned this in another stream, again, sort of thing. Creatures that fly that aren't dragons in this game are really weird. Because they can clearly fly. They can fly horizontally. They cannot fly vertically. Like I said, it's dragons are obviously the one exception, but I mean, even then, usually a dragon flying in some capacity vertically is scripted. Now, unlike, obviously, you know, like for example, Aikiel in the lake, he can fly up and then descend and swoop and stuff, but it's not something that most of the airborne enemies in the game can do. And to be fair, there's not a whole heck of a lot of airborne enemies to begin with. There's dragonflies, there's bats, there's the bats that sing Latin. I do not know what they're actually called. But they definitely sing Latin, so that's a thing. Is there... No, there's one. Cue the big rats. Rancor call? Ugh. I'm always bothered by that. First off, are you ready? No, not particularly. I only have one of these, but like, because I guess I'm pretty sure at some point I was able to summon Sorcerer Rajay to this fight. If I use a... Nah, it doesn't make a difference, eh? There might have been something else I had to do to actually go about proccing his appearance. Oh well. I'm just kind of wondering, can I get up there? I can. But to what end? Is there one? I don't think so. Kind of nifty though. I didn't really know I can get up there. Okay, solid. Alright. I can't withdraw it either. Ah, shucks. Okay, let's just go give it our best shot. Oh boy. Ow. Yeah, okay. I accept that loss. Okay, so we're not exactly, you know, we're not exactly there. And you know what? That's okay. That's fine. Not the most pleasant of things to fight. And they appear a lot in the game, so not exactly fun to fight. All right. Well, we also no, we don't. We have another one. You know, yeah. Okay. Ah, okay. Tifa. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Like, what are the What are the chances? The coincidence behind it all. As she just returns to her world. God, that would be great. So in the last stream, I wasn't sure if I was actually going to summon other people or not, but yeah, we're going to summon other people. And, you know, shout out to these characters too, like to these players. Obviously, I can't see their network names. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but shout out to their, you know, to these players. I don't know what you're wearing. Okay, you know what? Let's go. We'll run the cutscene. Just in case, you know, people are watching who are like, oh my gosh, I've never seen that. I don't know. We'll just run the cutscene, whatever. It's actually kind of entertaining.
Born heir, lend me thy strength, O kindred. Deliver me unto greater heights. Well. Command thee now. I am the Lord of all that is golden.
All right. Well, Tifa is making pretty short work here.
Truest of dragons. Lend me thy strength.
There's a really funny Reddit meme where instead of bear witness, he says witness bear. And instead of a flame like a torrent of fire coming out, it's just a bear. And it is great. As I realize I have no XP. Oh, goodness gracious. Thank you, Tifa. Oh, it didn't actually count either. That's rough. Okay. Well, you know, that was me being like, hey, let's get in there. Yeah. That was my mistake. That's okay. Of course, Tifa's no longer available, so this is going to become a much harder fight, but that is okay. It certainly is not the end of the world. Sure, let's summon 4. Oof. Power of skills. We sadly murdered Alexander the moment we saw him, because I understand that the Great Warrior Shard, or Shard of Alexander, I should say, it's much more effective than Warrior Jar Shard. but I don't really want to put it in the game. So we unceremoniously just kind of murdered Alexander. We'll skip that this time. And this time we're gonna run way up here. Avoid all that fire. And back down we go. Grab our runes. Our 0 runes. Nice. It's the only bad thing about this build. Like, I've run a test run of this build before, and it obviously it's good, it's fun. It takes a bit to get off. That's what she said. I'm so sorry. Work has corrupted me. What can I say? All right, so 15,000 runes. We can also level up. And as previously stated, we are not going to use the Great Rune. As unbearably tempting as it is. Okay, Dex is there. Now we just need Strength to be there. Because the Nakakiba requires 18 Strength and 22 Dex. We're sitting at 18 Strength, obviously, but that's because of Radagon's Source Seal.
What a pathetic excuse for a lord you were. Oh! Hello there. This weasel he got what he bloody deserved thanks to you. I tell you though, he had an ugly...
Alright, let's move on. Now, I'm kind of conflicted as to what path we want Sephiroth to take. Sephiroth is obviously, clearly not a good guy. Very much a villain. So, ergo, I claim that the Flame of Frenzy ending is probably befitting. And I'm okay with that. I'll grab the Shabriri grape. First of 3. And then there's the 4th, which is the fingerprint grape. Alright, welcome to Liurnia of the Lakes. Everything that the light touches is your domain. Which is basically me saying that everything you see you can basically go to. I'm not using Torrent because I'm just going to go into this church. I had to justify that to myself. To our right is Thops. Hi, Thops. Thops wants a donation of 10 runes and in return teaches us very terrible sorceries. I mean, Thops Barrier is pretty decent, but you don't get that until you find a copy of the Ray Lucaria Glintstone Academy Key. Academy Glintstone Key? Well, regardless. Key to the Academy. And now we're fighting different knights. Knights that have magic throwables. Ooh. So what he just threw, if it connects with you, makes it so you cannot use recovery items until it wears off. If I'm not mistaken, using a bar of soap removes that effect. I might be mistaken. This is what I'm talking about. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but... Aw, man. Brass shields are like best shield. I can't equip it. Oh well. How many smithing stone 2s do I have? 7. Oh, okay. That's a lot more than I thought I had. That's good. Well, I'm pretty sure this vendor sells like 1, maybe 2. We will buy it and we'll head up to the round table hold and we'll upgrade our Nagakiba. I mean, Massive Mune.
You're surprised you found me in my... No matter, no matter. Why don't you... Oh, but don't ask me how I got my hands on them.
You do. You actually sell 3 of them. That's fantastic. I'm gonna buy the lantern because that eliminates our need for any form of shield. Or torch, I should say. Don't think there's really anything here I want otherwise. No, I have the meteorite staff, so I don't need the astrologian staff. I'll pick up the cookbook. Yeah, that's it really. Okay. Let's head back to the round table hold. And I'm going to definitely have to use these. You know what, it's easier just to go up to Hugh and actually sell them than it is to pop every single one of them. But behind us is Rodrika, and we're going to get that started here.
Now, those eyes tell a story of a challenger if I know well.
I'm probably going to use... I'm probably going to use Godric's Remembrance. What am I doing? 254. Not bad, not bad. I'm probably going to use Godric's Remembrance because A, I don't want the axe, and B, I don't want the I don't want the fist. That's also a dragon.
My name is Roderica. Isn't this place impressive? The round table hold. I never knew the guidance bestowed upon, although
it sounds fantastic on paper, but it's incredibly lackluster.
It's all a bit much for me. I'm still looking for my... It's all a bit... I'm still looking for my...
Okay. So we talked to her. Now we're gonna go back to Hugh. We're gonna talk to Hugh.
Back already, no matter. The girl you brought here, she's crestfallen, but she has a gift. I saw another one like their eyes share this.
Now we're gonna go back to Rodrika.
It's all a bit... I'm still looking. You're telling me? I don't believe you. If I do have this task, I suppose I should try... I'll ask Master Hugh to... Certainly he does it. I know he's tracked it. I can tell.
Now we go back to Hugh.
Back already, no matter.
Also just quick one, this is something I can't, I could make this keen and keep fighting with the red mains. It's not worth it at this point. Okay. Just wanted to double check.
The girl. Are you out of your mood? Stay with absurd. I refuse to believe. I don't doubt.
Now, I think that's it. I might need to talk to her once more.
If I do, I suppose I'll ask Master.
Nope. Yep. That's the end of the back and forth. She's no longer there. Do we actually have any of the... No, we don't have any of the Grave or Ghost Glove Wards. So, long story short,
To see you again. I have you to. I can happily and I'm as yet. But and if
she upgrades your spirit ashes that you summon. But we don't have any of those right now, so that's okay. Let's go to the Twin Maiden Husks because they sell, well, a whole bunch of things really. Neffy is not here. Strange. Okay, so first off are the Stoneswell Keys, which are 4 grand each. Tiny bit outrageous. Thankfully, that's pretty much all we really require. By the one. Why is Neffy not here? Oh, I know why. We actually have to talk to... There you are, Gideon.
Oh, this is a rare. I can't remember the last time. Very well. It is safe here. Allow me a word. You are a mere house guest. Remember your...
Canon's rest. She's no longer there. That door is open. Let's go here. Let's touch the 2 fingers.
Are you? You've done. I interpret. Let's that
Great anchor of until it was the tragic across the foul, but the great so is brave. Seek to become
let that one.
Okay. That's a very long-winded explanation for kill things.
Oh, they is and I will the finger.
Thank you. So yeah, so basically this is like boss weapons from other Souls games. This one makes Axe of Godric or the Grafted Dragon Fist, which is, like I said, terribly underwhelming. Okay. That's done. That's done. I should be able to go up here now and actually get to Neffy because that's open now. And there's Neffy.
You again. I thought you fell Lou. We met. I'm glad to see you here. I found it in Godric's graph. You were the one to defeat him. Make good use of it. I don't intend to make a habit of scavenging corpses.
Excellent. So that lets us equip more. Gideon's in there. She's meh in the beginning. Eventually he gives you some pretty good incantations and stuff, but not so much right now. Okay, let's go back to the Liurnia Lakeshore. I still do need 2 more smithing stone 2s. And I'm trying to think where I can find them. Well, if we ride this way far enough, we will actually come across the Rea Lucaria Crystal Tunnel. I just gotta kite these things. Let's see. Come hither, abominations. Come hither. Oh man, I missed. Got it. Okay, so yeah, if we head north, well, actually, pretty much just north. If we head north, we'll come across the Rea Lucaria Crystal Tunnel, and I'm pretty sure they have smithing stone 2s. And if they don't, that's not a big deal because beating the boss at the end of it gives you a bell bearing that you can turn into the Twin Maiden Husks that we just bought and stuff from. And that will let us just buy smithing stone 1 and 2 from them at an unlimited supply of them. So hurrah, let's go do that. I'm kind of concerned about the Crystallian, especially because, okay, so Crystallians, they...
Hello.
Oh.
Hello. Please.
Okay.
Over here. Hello.
It's my mistress sent me off on an errand. But could I ask you lend a hand? Perhaps that thug made off with a precious net. Only if you've any qualms. Oh, what a blessing that we've... The thug should be resting at an... Please.
Okay, sorry. Rhea. Rhea is best girl. We will go and deal with her at the beginning of her quest line. She can take us to Volcano Manor pretty quickly, actually. Volcano Manor is a fairly endgame-ish area. Quite a ways away. When I say quite a ways away, I mean like quite a ways away. So, naturally, I mean, getting to Volcano Manor doesn't hurt. I'm actually just tempted to off this guy. Yeah, you know, let's just do that.
What did he say? Diamonds. Oh, you to shreds.
Oof.
Damn it. Why ain't it me? Why ain't it ever?
Long story short, I just didn't want to spend 1,000 runes. Because otherwise, yeah, you have to pay 1,000 runes to get that necklace back. And I mean, you know, just starting out. Runes are precious. Plus, I've never really actually fleshed out Blackguard's storyline a whole heck of a lot, and I'm not really invested or attached in any capacity, so whatever.
The thug should be restless. Oh, yes. Thank you kindly. Did I forget to announce? I am Raya, in the service of Lady Tanith of the...
If you're wondering why she's standing the way she is, there's a very specific reason.
But a steady heart. Such strength.
I'm not gonna say it.
Brave Tarnished. Seek the Altus Plateau, most tarnished. But you are no... The Volcano Manor will...
Because...
This land of Lea, the lift has been instead. At the base of the valley was excavated. I have faith in you. I do hope that...
Because it is a bit of a shocker when you actually come across the reason as to why she's hunched over like that. In the best way possible, but, you know, all the same. Alright. Oh, no. Okay, so, no. There's a very specific reason why I'm avoiding these like the plague. They go by many names. Lobster, prawn, more accurately, lobster sniper. They, basically... You aggro them, and you're like, oh, to heck with this, and you try running away. They get up on their tails, basically, and they shoot a giant spear at you that, if it doesn't kill you, it maims you greatly. they're just they're not great. They're not great. There's really no reason why I couldn't equip gauntlets, I guess. I'll just stay shirtless. No. Academy Gate Town. Okay, so we are headed very specifically... No, actually not there. Not there at all. Right there. So we're actually not that far off. So that point that I did originally pin, that is the cave that Rhea was talking about. That takes us to the Elsa's Plateau. Where does this sending gate go? I don't know. I know it was... The heck with it. Let's go. Oh. Okay. Strange. I mean, takes us to the map. Not complaining. It also... Oh, Oh! Okay. So we're going to make the slightest of all detours. And we're going to run through here really quickly. Really? Wait, why is that? Oh, never mind. Okay. I've never been derp. Really quickly. Gonna hit that. Huh. I really expected him to give chase. This is E.G. He is a fantastic blacksmith. And for the most part, he's my go-to blacksmith because I hate going to the round table hold and then going around the table, going down a wing to get to Hugh.
I presume you are
It's just a lot easier here.
I am E.G., an old codger who... So here I am. Perhaps you'd like a... Oh, watch out there. When I'm absorbed in my smithing, I lose sight. If you come too close, I am, after all. You don't know how hard. Brave Tarnished. This territory once belonged to the Carian royal family. When the Rhea Lucari Academy turned on the Carians, the Knights of the Cuckoo descended on this. After leveling it, the Carians were taken off guard. But by conjuring and that is why I say, unless you wish to lie with... Blythe actually did that. Did he?
So in a previous stream, we helped Blythe, the half-wolf, deal with...
Perhaps he sensed something unusual about you.
Oh, what's his
At any
name?
rate, if you're friendly with Blythe,
Deal with
something else that
something
might
like
suit
that. Okay, so we tracked down the Bloodhound Knight. And, yeah, and so that gives us this, the Carian Filigree Crest, which is a fantastic talisman. And we'll come back for that. To our northeast there is, well, it is the Carian Manor, and it is a terrifying place. If anyone has ever played, who am I kidding? Most people have. Ocarina of Time. I'm thinking of the Forest Temple specifically here. You know those hands that would like grab you from above and take you back to the start of the temple? Those things. So minus the take you back to the start of the temple part, the manor's full of them. And it's just not great in any capacity. Okay, so I'm here in this pond because there's an invisible scarab right there that... Ooh, nice. That was actually really quick. That has Hoarfrost Stomp, and I think I'm going to go with Hoarfrost Stomp instead of Flame of the Redmanes for the Nagakiba Masamune. Because it has Frost and Bleed. Did that lower our damage any? No, actually it gave us more damage. So now we have a Frosty Nagakiba. Okay, now we are heading back to here still. Which we can see our beacon in the distance. It's actually not that far. So, you know, we'll just go there. Oh, actually, there are some hand things down here I can kind of just show briefly. Let's see. I think it's closer to the cliff. Ah, there you are. These. And they come in 2 sizes. Unfortunately. Would it be, you know, fortunate for that second size to be smaller than that size? Yes. Is that gonna be the case? No. No, they are much larger. Anyways. They also have this really annoying stun attack where they shoot this, like, purple ball at you, and if it hits you, it literally, like, stun locks you for a couple seconds. And then they just descend upon you, and you're like, well, that was fun. That's regular Lucaria Academy, by the by. The not imposing at all, giant building up there. So the lightning reminds me, there is a skill in this game called... Oh man, I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it equates to Thunder Roll. So what happens is you use the skill, you bleat like a sheep, your character is a little like, bah! And you curl up into a ball of electricity, and you start rolling around. I'm not kidding. It's hilarious. It's actually pretty effective, to be honest. And it catches everyone off guard, especially if, like, someone invades you, which is like, I'm just gonna roll at you. It's like when people invade you and you're using whips. They don't really necessarily know what to do. Okay. Now, naturally, I found this. There it is. As I'm coming to this area, it got... Is this golden hour? Sure. We'll call it that. Ooh, I do have rock sling, though. That might be useful. That's what I was driving at earlier. So, the Crystallians, they're made of... Well, I mean, they're made of crystal. And, that's fine and great if you have a blunt weapon, like a strike weapon. Fists, hammers, clubs, the like. As soon as you try to go at them with a sword, or anything that's a slash weapon, it doesn't really work. So this is going to be interesting. But you know what, we're just going to give her. Somber Smithing Stone too. Okay. I hope I'm right about there just being loose Smithing Stone 2s in here. Once again, not that it really matters as soon as we get that Smithing stone Bellbarian from the Crystallian, but still. Ah, right, this is the one with the big pit, isn't it? Ugh. Yeah. Oh, and this is what Hoarfrost Stomp, the actual weapon art, is like. Nice. That's exactly what I was hoping for. So in the game, there's two major burst damage types. There's blood, which, I mean, self-explanatory. You have a weapon that has blood loss build up on it. You hit enemy enough, blood loss goes proc. They lose a very large chunk of health. The second one, and it's really not used a whole heck of a lot, is Frost. And I mean, it does the same thing in all intents and purposes that Blood and Bleed does, but it actually does more. Oof, oof. These guys are merciless. Smithing Stone 3. Not gonna complain. So it actually does more. What Frost build-up damage does is it actually, once it procs, it lowers the magical resistance of the target. So instantly, any magic spell that's casted on just does that much more damage. And it's fantastic. Keep finding 3. I need one more too. Oh, I'm being summoned. Nice. It's always my thing in Soulsborne games to help out people if I can. And another one of those, like, well, maybe it doesn't make for the most entertainment, but I can understand how frustrating these games get. And that, you know, sometimes you just need a hand. There's purists who are like, no, I never summon people. No, I never help people out. This is a solo game, a solo experience. And I say, you know, you do you. Why are you T-posing? Anyways, so I say, you do you, but that is not what I subscribe to. You know. Ooh, missed that one. That's okay. Let's go get this guy. I don't like you. Nice. Good shot. Excellent. Do you want to go that way? Which way are you going? Yeah, I just used my second health flask. Oh well. I just keep hoping one of them's gonna drop a smithing stone so I can just be done that part of what I need to do. But if one drops, cool. If one doesn't drop, then so be it. We'll find one. Jolly cooperation. Okay. That's a bit weird. Usually that guy's like mining. It's like the other guy was T-posing. It's like, but why? It's making some Barrett. God. Thank you. Bloody heck, I say. You can activate. Here, I'm just gonna activate it for you. Okay, well, you didn't exactly get what I meant. That's okay. There's a bunch of marionette soldiers. But thankfully, they are very susceptible to slashing weapons. Nice, a short bow. Okay, for the most part, there's one more flow to go, and then we are out of here. We'll go fight the Crystallian. You're actually one of the really big ones. Last elevator down. Just kind of hoping we recover some flasks as we go, but that is okay. Did I set this up to heal me? No, I haven't set it up at all yet. Oh boy. So this is what I meant, unfortunately. I didn't mean to use that quite yet. There we go. I think its armor's broken now. Yep. Now it's just free-for-all. You are welcome. Okay, so now to run through the rest of ourselves. At which point I'm probably going to cap off the stream as soon as we get the Crystalline beaten. But I mean, we still have a tiny bit ahead of us. But yeah, I mean, we truth be told, we've made some really good progress already. Oh, that's not going to end well. Oh well. Sometimes things are born and then they die. There's nothing that says whether that death has to be, you know, false stupidity or not, but, you know, here we are. See, I actually feel kind of silly because by now I've usually gotten the Crimson Assassin's Dagger Talisman, which, when you critical, gives you health back. And it's absolutely one of my favorite. It's not difficult to get, I just haven't gotten it yet. Oh man, that guy's just gonna start mass spamming. Ugh. Gosh, I just like these guys. Okay. Just make my war cry. Drop smithing stone too! Extremely accurate. That's enough to level, eh? Oh, totally. We're just, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, moving on. See, he's usually mining. Ah, smithing stone 2. I think we have enough smithing stone 3s too for, yep, for a base upgrade. If we find 2 more smithing stone 3s, we can go up 2. That'd be pretty safe. Wouldn't it just be awesome if these were both smithing stone 3s? I'll take one. Okay, so I was trying to show this guy and he didn't quite comprehend this. Just activate that, it goes up, and serves as a link back to the start of the mine. Oh, there's our 3. Sweet. Oh, that's awesome. That makes our Nagakiba quite powerful. Now, oh hi, okay, you're going for it. Come on. Come on. Just one, hey? I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea what happened. Okay, let's see. This is the crystal knife. Damn you, photographic memory. Don't really need it for this run, obviously, but I figured we'll just grab it anyways. I mean, the things guarding it give experience, so we might as well. I really wonder if I just come down here and Hoarfrost stomp everything. Oh, you are unpleasant. Ow. So I was half right. Hoarfrost Stomp got rid of all of those littler guys. Literal. Oh boy. Smaller guys. Littler. Uh-huh. Such good English. But there's too much larger guys that it did not get rid of. He's right there. Okay. Okay, they're just literally running. Well, you know, I have gotten what I need to get. And for me, that's good enough. Because that had... Yeah, like 9. I almost have a full run of 12. If I went back up there and I actually fought my way through them all, I'd probably end up with... It's possible another 3. Okay, well here's what we're gonna do. We're going to fight the Crystallion with our wolves. They have not been upgraded, so don't expect the world. Leave the last wolf alone. Should take another backstab. There we go. Armor broken. always seem to have one dog left alive out of 3. Like, I'll definitely take it. Just, you know. Why can't you all survive? Because you're not upgraded. Yeah, I know. That is definitely something I need to get on. Because I think, I've said this before, but I'm going to take the trio of wolves to the end of the game. And that this is a Mimic tier less run. Because Mimic tier kind of takes the fun out of a lot of the game for me, I feel. Don't get me wrong. Mimic tier is best boy and or girl, depending on your build. But at the day's end, it's... Well, at the day's end, A, it's only as good as your build, and B, it's pretty overpowered. So we're going to avoid that. Oh, man. Okay, so here's where the whole buffering a jump thing from earlier comes in handy. Because without buffering that jump... I mean, you can make it. It's just, you have to get yourself in a very weird position and very nearly die. But, yeah, jump buffering is actually extremely useful. I'm going to ignore you. Hey, here's the lift that we sent up before. Hurrah! And we're actually just gonna run through. We're gonna be chased by magic. And by marionette soldiers. That's okay. No. Goodbye. Oh no. For the love of all that is, please come fast. Elevator. Actually, okay, I expected that to be a lot more dire. Or just dire in general. Huh, alright, neat. Wait, can I just... So I always do this thing where I forget that if you beat the dungeon, you can just teleport. You can't until you beat the dungeon, but whatever, regardless. We got what we came for. Let's go upgrade our sword.
Oh, I didn't. I'll be doing my job. Just lay out your owl.
Oh, we are missing one more. Oh, well, that's okay. It went from 250 to 294. That's a decent that's a decent AR. Right out. But I'm gonna end the stream there. Thanks for watching, and like I said at the beginning of the video, for those who are watching, if you want to leave a sub, that would be awesome. It, like I said, it honestly keeps me motivated to keep going, so. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.